In 2010, an unassuming memoir titled The Thrill of the Chase quietly entered the literary world, but it would soon set off a frenzy unlike anything the modern world had ever seen. Its author, Forrest Fenn, a retired art dealer with a flair for adventure and mystery, held a tantalizing secret within its pages. A secret that would send thousands of people on a decade-long quest for riches and discovery. Fenn, a man who lived life on his own terms, claimed to have hidden a treasure chest somewhere in the vast, rugged wilderness of the Rocky Mountains. This wasn't just any treasure. It was a chest filled with over $1 million worth of gold coins, rare artifacts, and glittering jewels. The catch? The only way to find it was by deciphering a cryptic poem embedded in the memoir. A poem containing 9 elusive clues that would lead the worthy to the prize. For many, it was an invitation to adventure, an opportunity to step into the pages of a real-life treasure hunt. But for others, it became an obsession, a life-altering pursuit that demanded not just time and effort but also, sometimes, a far greater cost. To understand the allure of this treasure hunt, one must first understand the man behind it. Forrest Fenn was born in 1930 in Temple, Texas, and from a young age, he displayed a penchant for exploration and an appreciation for the unknown. He served as a fighter pilot during the Vietnam War, a role that suited his fearless spirit, and later transitioned into the art world, where his knack for discovering rare and valuable items flourished. He built a reputation as a larger-than-life character, someone who reveled in stories of adventure and the thrill of the hunt. His gallery in Santa Fe, New Mexico, became a hub for collectors and enthusiasts of the extraordinary, filled with artifacts and treasures that spoke to his insatiable curiosity about the past. But it wasn't just Fenn's love for history that inspired the treasure hunt, it was also deeply personal. In the late 1980s, Fenn was diagnosed with cancer and given a grim prognosis. Facing the prospect of his mortality, he conceived the idea of hiding a treasure as a way to leave a lasting legacy. He originally planned to take the chest into the wilderness and die alongside it, creating an enduring mystery for future generations to solve. Thankfully, he recovered from his illness, but the idea of the treasure hunt stayed with him, evolving into the phenomenon it would eventually become. By 2010, with his memoir published and the chest hidden in an undisclosed location, the hunt was officially on. The poem, with its cryptic verses, became the centerpiece of the quest. "Begin it where warm waters halt," it began, followed by lines that described canyons, rivers, and woodlands, all wrapped in a layer of ambiguity that left hunters guessing. Each word seemed to hold a secret, every line a clue, but only those who could decode its meaning would be able to claim the prize. The treasure chest, as Fenn described it, was not buried but rather placed in a secure location, accessible to anyone who could solve the puzzle. Its contents were dazzling: gold coins, nuggets, and precious artifacts that Fenn had collected over the years, including ancient figurines and jewels. But the true value of the hunt went beyond monetary gain. It was about adventure, discovery, and the chance to partake in something truly extraordinary. As news of the treasure spread, thousands of people from all walks of life took up the challenge. Some were seasoned treasure hunters with experience navigating the wilderness, while others were ordinary people drawn to the romance of the quest. Families, friends, and even strangers formed groups to share ideas and interpretations of the poem, poring over maps and historical records in their pursuit of the ultimate prize. Online forums buzzed with theories, debates, and accounts of expeditions, creating a vibrant community united by their shared obsession. But as with any great adventure, the quest for Fenn's treasure was not without its dangers. The Rocky Mountains, with their breathtaking beauty, also posed significant risks. Rugged terrain, unpredictable weather, and the sheer vastness of the wilderness tested the resolve and endurance of even the most prepared hunters. Tragically, not everyone who sought the treasure returned. Over the years, several lives were lost as hunters ventured into perilous areas, driven by their desire to solve the mystery. Fenn, though saddened by the tragedies, maintained that the treasure was not hidden in a dangerous or inaccessible location. He repeatedly emphasized that the hunt required intellect and creativity rather than physical recklessness, but his reassurances did little to quell the fervor of those determined to succeed. For many, the hunt became more than a pursuit of riches. It was a deeply personal journey. Some sought the treasure as a means of escaping their struggles, finding purpose in the chase. Others viewed it as a test of their skills and resilience, a way to prove their worth. The stories of these hunters were as varied as the landscapes they traversed, each one adding a layer of intrigue to the larger narrative. By the time the treasure was finally discovered in 2020, the hunt had become a cultural phenomenon, capturing the imagination of millions around the world. The discovery, made by an anonymous seeker in Wyoming, marked the end of an era but left behind a legacy of adventure and inspiration. Yet, even in its conclusion, the story of Forrest Fenn's treasure remains shrouded in mystery, raising questions about the identity of the finder and the true motives behind Fenn's creation of the hunt. As we delve deeper into this tale, we'll uncover the clues, the challenges, and the enduring allure of the treasure that captivated the world for a decade. As the hunt for Forrest Fenn's treasure progressed, the trail became both a physical and intellectual challenge for those brave enough to embark on it. The Rocky Mountains, stretching across the western United States, became the backdrop for countless adventures, and the quest took hunters through some of the most beautiful and perilous landscapes on Earth. The idea of uncovering Fenn's treasure chest, tucked away in a hidden nook of the mountains, grew increasingly tantalizing with each passing year. However, the clues in Fenn's poem remained as cryptic and elusive as ever, ensuring that only those who approached the puzzle with patience, strategy, and a little bit of luck could succeed. Many treasure hunters, both novice and experienced, found themselves struggling to interpret the meaning behind each line of the poem. "Begin it where warm waters halt," the first clue read, and while it seemed straightforward at first, no one could agree on where the phrase was pointing. Was it a river? A spring? A particular location known for warm water? Each interpretation led to different places, and as the years passed, the search expanded to nearly every corner of the Rocky Mountains. Some hunters believed that the poem pointed to specific landmarks, such as the Rio Grande, while others insisted that it referred to locations hidden deep within the wilderness. A key part of the treasure's allure was its perceived accessibility. Fenn had stated multiple times that it wasn't hidden in a dangerous spot, but somewhere that a wise person could easily find. Yet as the hunt continued, it became clear that the search for the treasure was not a straightforward affair. One of the most intriguing aspects of the quest was how it brought together a vast array of people. There were those who had heard Fenn's story and simply wanted to try their luck, treating the hunt as an exciting diversion from the monotony of their everyday lives. Then there were the diehards, those who had dedicated years to the search, often spending their vacations, weekends, and savings in pursuit of Fenn's chest. One such hunter, a man named Jack Stoof, was a key figure in the treasure hunt. For years, Stoof had pored over maps and the poem, combing through clues that had left others stumped. He joined forums, conversed with fellow treasure seekers, and followed leads that seemed to promise success, only to come up empty. But the drive to solve the puzzle was unrelenting. He believed Fenn's treasure was real, and he became obsessed with finding it. Stoof's persistence paid off when, in June of 2020, he found the treasure chest hidden in the rugged wilderness of Wyoming. After over a decade of hunting, Stoof had cracked the code. The discovery, however, was shrouded in secrecy. The treasure hunter remained anonymous, respecting Fenn's wishes to keep his identity hidden. When news of the find finally broke, the world was left in awe. The treasure chest was recovered, and the items inside were exactly as Fenn had described: gold nuggets, rare coins, and artifacts that had been carefully curated over Fenn's lifetime. But the question that remained was not just who had found it, but why they had chosen to remain anonymous. Was it simply out of respect for the journey that had brought them to the chest, or was there something more at play? The fact that Stoof chose to keep his identity secret only deepened the mystery surrounding the hunt. Some speculated that he might have wanted to avoid the fame that would come with such a monumental discovery, while others suggested he wished to avoid the attention and scrutiny that would inevitably follow. Regardless of the reason, The secrecy surrounding the find added yet another layer to the already complex narrative of Forrest Fenn's treasure. But the story of the treasure hunt didn't end with the discovery of the chest. Fenn's legacy continued to spark discussions, and his treasure hunt remained a symbol of hope and adventure for people all over the world. The hunt had brought together a diverse group of people, some of whom had become lifelong friends through their shared passion for the chase. Yet, the hunt also left behind a legacy of controversy. In the wake of the treasure's discovery, some critics questioned Fenn's motivations. Was he simply trying to stir up excitement, or did he have a deeper, more profound reason for hiding the treasure in the first place? The tragedy of the hunt also lingered in the public's mind. Over the years, several treasure hunters lost their lives in pursuit of the chest, a fact that Fenn himself acknowledged with sorrow. He had repeatedly urged seekers to exercise caution, yet the dangerous allure of the quest often clouded judgment. The hunt was a reflection of the human spirit's relentless drive for discovery, but it also demonstrated the risks that come with pursuing a dream, especially one as elusive and tantalizing as Fenn's treasure. Despite the controversies, however, the hunt undeniably changed the lives of those who participated. For some, the experience of searching for Fenn's treasure was a journey of self-discovery. The mountains had a way of challenging one's endurance, testing patience, and forcing people to confront both physical and emotional obstacles. For others, the hunt was simply an escape, a way to break free from the constraints of their daily lives and experience something extraordinary. As more treasure hunters reflected on their experiences, a common thread emerged. The treasure itself, while undeniably valuable, had always been secondary to the adventure of the hunt. The stories that emerged from the quest were just as priceless as the chest itself. Yet, as the treasure was finally claimed, some wondered whether the hunt would leave behind a void. The years of searching had created a bond between hunters, a connection that was not easily severed. The search had become more than just about a chest of gold. It had become a shared experience that brought people together. Now, with the treasure found, some felt a sense of loss, as though the spirit of the hunt had vanished. But Forrest Fenn, the mastermind behind it all, remained an enigmatic figure, his motivations and intentions still a topic of intense speculation. Had he intended to create a lasting legacy, or was the treasure hunt simply a way to satiate his own adventurous spirit? Whatever the reason, Fenn's treasure hunt had captured the imagination of people worldwide, and its story would live on in the annals of treasure lore for years to come. Fenn Treasure Hunt closes. The story of the chest and its seekers becomes more than just an adventure. It's a cultural phenomenon that transcends time. The quest for the treasure may have officially ended in 2020, but its legacy endures. It's not just about the gold, jewels, and artifacts that were hidden in a chest by a man who believed in the thrill of the chase. It's about the spirit of adventure, the unyielding pursuit of a dream, and the bonds formed in the search for something greater than oneself. For those who embarked on this quest, the treasure was never just a physical chest. It was a symbol of what they could achieve, what they could overcome, and what they could discover within themselves. The Rocky Mountains, once seen as an uncharted wilderness, had become a stage for an extraordinary human drama. Hunters walked across its trails, climbed its peaks, and crossed its rivers, their eyes always searching for the elusive prize that Fenn had promised. But in the end, the real treasure wasn't found in the chest, it was found in the journey itself. For Forrest Fenn, the treasure hunt was more than just a final act in his life story. It was an embodiment of his passions, his love for history, and his unrelenting curiosity. It represented a part of him that would live on long after he was gone. In his eyes, the chest was never meant to be the end. It was a beginning, a spark that would ignite the imagination of countless individuals. It was a gift to the world, an invitation to venture into the unknown and embrace the unknown with excitement and determination. Yet even in its discovery, the treasure hunt raised questions that would continue to linger. What drove so many to embark on this quest, some of whom risked everything in pursuit of a hidden chest? Was it greed, curiosity, or something deeper? The search for meaning within the poem mirrored the search for answers in life itself, a puzzle that, once solved, left behind more questions than it answered. In many ways, the treasure hunt served as a metaphor for life, an ongoing search for purpose, knowledge, and self-discovery, filled with both rewards and losses. And while Fenn's treasure may have been found, the adventure that it inspired is far from over. Stories of the hunt, the theories behind the clues, and the mystery of the chest will continue to fuel imaginations for years to come. It serves as a testament to the enduring allure of treasure hunts, the excitement of exploring the unknown, and the joy of uncovering secrets that have been hidden for generations. In the end, what Forrest Fenn created was not just a treasure hunt, it was a legacy. A legacy that invites us all to continue searching, not just for physical wealth, but for the treasures that lie within ourselves. And though the chest is no longer hidden in the mountains, the spirit of the hunt lives on in those who continue to seek, explore, and dream. If you found this treasure hunt fascinating, just imagine what other hidden mysteries are waiting to be uncovered. What do you think of Forrest Fenn's treasure hunt? Do you believe it was more about the adventure than the actual prize? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories about lost treasures, mysteries, and the thrill of discovery. Keep seeking, because who knows what's hidden right around the corner.